Indian astronaut Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla had successfully piloted his Axiom mission 4 crew members back to Earth as they splashed down off the coast of California at 3 p.m. today. The crew spent 18 days at the International Space Station where they performed various experiments. Now, astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla will now undergo a 7-day rehabilitation program. Shukla's return marks not just the end of a groundbreaking mission, but the beginning of India's next chapter in human space exploration. His experience from Axiom 4 space mission will be insightful for India's strategy, science and space diplomacy from Gaganyaan 4 liftoff in 2027 to the vision of a Made in India orbital station by 2035 and lunar missions by 2040. Take a look at this report.
For entry and landing, and parachutes are deployed.
Splashdown. We are in circle one.
Our space hero is back. India's cosmic champion Shubhanshu Shukla has made a historic splashdown, safely returning from space. A moment that now belongs to the history books.
Freshwater washdown of the hatch. Now getting some great internal views of the AX-4 crew.
After 18 days in orbit, Group Captain Shukla is back on Earth. Safe, smiling and saluted by a grateful nation.
And we've got our pilot Shubhanshu Shukla as our second crew member exiting the spacecraft.
It was a tense descent. The world watched, India waited. Every signal tracked, every second counted. At exactly 3:01 p.m. IST, splashdown confirmed. Off the coast of California, the SpaceX capsule carrying Shubhanshu and his crew touched down. 50 minutes later, a moment of relief. Shubhanshu Shukla helped out of the spacecraft, his nation breathing easy once more.
As our second crew member exiting the spacecraft. And
from school children to soldiers, from ISRO scientists to everyday Indians, the country salutes its space hero. At home, Shukla's family celebrated the Ghar Wapsi with tears, smiles and cake.
जब ऊपर से आ रहा था तो फीलिंग थोड़ा लग रहा था, डर लग रहा था, लेकिन अब ठीक लग रहा, आ गया सुरक्षित नीचे आ गया तो ठीक लग रहा। थोड़ा सा डर तो लगता है, जाते समय आते समय, वापस आते समय ज़्यादा डर लगता है थोड़ा।
फीलिंग अच्छी थी, बच्चे का जो है वापसी हो रही थी, बच्चे की अच्छी तरह जो है वो मतलब जो है लैंडिंग हुई और बच्चा उससे जो है ड्रैगन से बाहर आया तो बड़ा अच्छा लगा। देश मतलब दिल को जो है बहुत सुकून देने वाला लगा।
Prime Minister Modi led the nation's tributes, saying Shubhanshu has inspired a billion dreams through his courage and pioneering spirit by becoming India's first astronaut on the International Space Station.
I have the confidence to say that when Prime Minister Modi envisages the concept of Vishwabandhu and calls upon us to prepare ourselves for that kind of role, today Shubhanshu has shown us the direction of moving in that way.
From orbit to ocean, from capsule to country, Shubhanshu's space seva is complete. One more feather in his cap and one giant leap for India's cosmic future. Shubhanshu puts India in a very happy space. With Malvika Murli, NDTV Bureau Report.
And shifting our focus now to Karnataka, where in a big win for farmers and a setback for Karnataka government's plan to set up an aerospace park in Bengaluru, Karnataka Chief Minister Satyajit has announced the complete withdrawal of acquisition of fertile land near Devanahalli in Bengaluru for the Karnataka Industrial Areas Development Board. The decision was taken following continuous protests from farmers groups, he said. But in a twist now, Andhra Pradesh Minister Nara Lokesh has offered aerospace industry to come to Andhra. And for more, my colleague Shivarur is also joining me to decode this interesting war of word that is playing out. Shiv, if you can highlight the importance of the aerospace coming to one of these states.
Aditi, this is a continuation of the high-tech manufacturing war that has been breaking out between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka over the last few months. In this particular case, the Karnataka government under Chief Minister Siddharamaiah had been looking to acquire just under 2,000 acres of land near the Devanahalli airport in the Chennai Patna area of Bengaluru. in order to create an aerospace park where manufacturing of aircraft and aircraft systems could take place. Now, remember, Bengaluru is considered India's aerospace hub. This is the home of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and a number of other manufacturers who, either manufacture aircraft or parts of aircraft, and therefore it has always been known as an aerospace hub. And it is something that Karnataka takes very seriously. And amidst, a sort of decay in infrastructure in the Bengaluru area in general, there has been a prioritization by the Siddharamaiah government to create more capacity for more and more industries to come. But now, owing to farmer protests and, larger political concerns over farmer distress, etc., and their concerns, this entire project has basically been scrapped, and Siddharamaiah has basically announced today that the acquisition of that 1,700 acres of land is not going to take place, which is being seen as a political win for the government. But as you just pointed out, Nara Lokesh in neighboring Andhra Pradesh has swooped in and made a sort of tempting offer, as it were, to aerospace companies who were looking to set up shop in Karnataka itself by saying, Nara Lokesh saying on behalf of his father, who is the Chief Minister of Andhra, that Anantapur, which is a neighboring district just across the border in Andhra, but not very far from the Bengaluru airport, is available for the setting up of these manufacturing hubs. They had made a similar offer to HAL as well in the past. So this is going to become a big aerospace war between the two states.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shiv, for joining us. We also have the reaction coming in from the Karnataka Chief Minister, Siddharamaiah. Take a look.
The notification entirely is dropped. Those who want to give lands to the government for the development of the industry, we will take such lands with consent.
And now shifting our focus to what's happening in Bangladesh, where noted filmmaker Satyajit Rays' ancestral home is being demolished. The house belongs to his grandfather, Upendra Kishore Ray Chaudhary. This decision of the Yusuf government has sparked major concern in India, with Delhi reaching out to Dhaka, asking the Yusuf government to reconsider its decision to demolish the ancestral home. Not only this, the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has also expressed concern, calling demolition deeply distressing. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that the Ray family is one of the foremost bearers and carriers of Bengali culture. And now with the news coming in that the Yusuf government has decided to demolish the house, the ancestral house of noted filmmaker Satyajit Ray, is deeply distressing. My colleague Ghazali is also joining me with more details. Ghazali, the Yunus government has decided to demolish the ancestral home of Satyajit Ray. Tell us more about how India has reacted to it.
The government of India has reacted to this story by claiming and have said that we are willing to cooperate with the government of Bangladesh for the repair and reconstruction of the ancestral property. But Indian government has also expressed its regret, saying that the ancestral property of noted filmmaker Satyajit Ray belongs to his grandfather, an eminent literature figure, Upendra Kishore Ray Chaudhary, and the property is presently owned by the government of Bangladesh. But since the government of Bangladesh has decided to demolish it, the government of India would be willing to extend all the cooperation for this purpose or for the repair of that ancestral house. And it has also suggested the government of Bangladesh that the building is a landmark status. It symbolizes Bangla cultural renaissance, and it would be preferable to reconsider the demolition and examine other options for its repair and reconstruction as a museum of literature and a symbol of the shared culture of India and Bangladesh.
Right. Thank you so much, Ghazali, for joining us with those details. And now shifting our focus to the other stories, BJP National Council member Yamini has demanded the removal of non-Hindu staff member Ilyas from the TTD, urging the executive officer to take immediate action over the display of Christian symbols and the alleged promotion of Christianity within the Hindu temple organization. The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam oversees the administration of the Sri Venkateshwara Swami temple in Andhra Pradesh. Earlier, similar case had happened where TDD suspended Assistant Executive Officer A. Rajasekhar Babu for allegedly attending Christian prayer service in his hometown of Puttur, located in Tirupati district. More news coming in. The Anti-Corruption Bureau has arrested Muralidhar Rao, former engineer-in-chief in the Telangana Irrigation Department on July 15 in a disproportionate assets case. Raids conducted at 10 locations across Hyderabad and other places uncovered massive assets of this engineer. One villa in Kondapur, one flat in Banjara Hills, one flat in Yusufgoda, one flat in Begumpet, one flat in Kokapet, one commercial building in Karimnagar, another commercial building in Hyderabad, one apartment in Kodar, and one solar power project in Zahirabad, another apartment under construction in Warangal, 11 acres of agricultural land, 4 residential prime open plots in Hyderabad, 6,500 square yards of land in Mokila. And this is not ending. 3 four-wheelers, including a Mercedes-Benz, gold ornaments, bank deposits. These were all recovered when the ACB conducted raids against just an engineer in the Telangana irrigation scam. Rao, who served as engineer-in-chief during the Bharat Rashtra Samiti rule, was taken into custody following searches at his Banjara Hills residence and other properties linked to him and his relatives. The ACB registered a case under the Prevention of Corruption Act, citing evidence of assets disproportionate to his known income. Rao has been now sent to judicial remand as the investigation continues, focusing on alleged irregularities tied to the Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project. And now shifting to a story that should shake every conscience in this country. A story of desperation, injustice and silence. A young woman, Somia Somia, self-immolates outside the Odisha Assembly gates. She chose flames over a life of humiliation, over a system that refused to hear her cry for justice. Today she was cremated. UGC set up a probe. Politicians did blame game. But away from optics, we ask, what pushes someone to this extreme? Somia was not asking for luxury, not demanding the moon. She wanted dignity. She wanted her complaint heard. She wanted action. Instead, what did she get? Doors slammed, authorities deaf to her pleas, and then this horrific spectacle. A woman turning her body into a torch of protest in the heart of our democracy. Take a look at this report.
This is 24-year-old Shomishri Bissi's last journey to her home. A pall of gloom has enveloped the village. Odisha's education system has failed this young mind who had dreamt of becoming a teacher.
The political storm continues in Odisha while the family still awaits justice, the principal and the HOD behind bars. But the crime branch of the Odisha police continues its investigation to understand whether this is a standalone complaint, whether there were such instances also reported earlier.
The second-year FM College Balaso student poured petrol and self-immolated outside the principal's office on Saturday. Her college failed to take cognizance of the serious complaint against her head of the department, who had been reportedly demanding sexual favors and threatening with academical consequences if not complied with. The professor and the principal of the college have been arrested. This inconsolable mother saw her daughter fighting for justice with over 90% burn injuries. That fight continues even as the Mohan Majhi government faces a political firestorm. Taking to X, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi called it an organized murder. Former CM Naveen Patnaik also took on the BJP-led Odisha government.
ओडिशा की एक बेटी ने जिस किस्म की बलिदान दी है, इसमें जो भी इन्वॉल्व है सरकार उनके ऊपर कठोर कार्यानुष्ठान करेगी। अब
हमारा दावी है उसके परिवार को 2 करोड़ मुआवजा उसे दिया जाए, उसके परिवार को जुडिशियरी इंक्वायरी हो। और हमारा दावी है, हमारा वी डिमांड ओडिशा के चीफ मिनिस्टर मोहन माझी, हायर एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर शुड रिजाइन फ्रॉम देयर सीट।
With multiple investigations ongoing under the Odisha Police Crime Branch as well as the Odisha government formed panel, now even the UGC, the central body that oversees the functioning of colleges and universities across the country, has set up a fact-finding committee. As belated action continues to flow in from various quarters, the deceased student continues to fight for justice even in death. With GD Shankar, Sreyashi De for NDTV.
And with that, we're slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more news and updates. The Juvenile Justice Board has rejected the Pune City Police's application seeking that the minor accused in the Pune car crash be tried as an adult. Two software engineers, Anish Avadhya and Ashwini Koshta, both aged 24 and hailing from Madhya Pradesh, were killed after the speeding Porsche, allegedly driven by a 17-year-old boy in an inebriated state, hit their motorcycle around 2:30 a.m. on May 19, 2024. Take a look at this report.
A drunk 17-year-old in a fancy car speeding, son of a prominent Pune businessman, high on power and privilege. Two young IT professionals on a bike, a crash. Two young lives lost on the spot, two families shattered. But the 17-year-old will not face the consequences. He will be tried as a minor. The Juvenile Board has rejected Pune Police's petition to try the accused as an adult. It's a story of the wheels of justice moving only for the rich and powerful. Public outrage had erupted nationwide last year after the Juvenile Justice Board initially granted the teen bail under controversial conditions, including writing a 300-word essay on road safety, working with traffic police for 15 days, and undergoing psychiatric counselling. Then there was the sordid tale of the family using its influence to get their son off the hook. Blood samples were changed, parents were booked. As public pressure mounted, the Pune police moved an application seeking to try the minor as an adult, citing the seriousness of the offence. During the hearings, the special public prosecutor argued that the teen had been booked under IPC section 304 pertaining to culpable homicide not amounting to murder and 467 pertaining to forgery for allegedly tampering with blood samples. Both are punishable with over 10 years in prison and are classified as heinous offences under the Juvenile Justice Act. The prosecution stated that the child in conflict with the law was fully aware of the consequences and should face adult trial. In contrast, the defence maintained that juvenile law aims for reformation, not retribution. Trying a minor as an adult would defeat the purpose of the law. Now, as a juvenile facing trial, the accused, if found guilty, will face a maximum punishment of up to 3 years in a juvenile rehabilitation centre. For the victims' families, it comes as a rude shock.
कैसे बीते सर, कैसे बीते वो तो मैं अब आपको बता नहीं सकता। यदि यहाँ पे कोई सीसीटीवी कैमरा वगैरह मेरे घर में होता तो मैं आपको पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग 14 महीने की रिकॉर्डिंग दिखा देता कि मैं एक एक पल कैसे मर मर के जी रहा हूँ।
आप समझ सकते हैं जिसके घर का बच्चा गया और बच्चे भर से मतलब नहीं, हमारे सब कुछ जिम्मेवारी पूरी उसी पे थी। हमें कुछ एक चीज परचेज करना होता था तो उस बच्चे के पे आश्रित थे कि हम उससे समझते थे, उससे सलाह लेते थे, उसके दादा दादी लोग सब उससे सलाह लेते थे। हर कोई हमारे पूरा परिवार का फैमिली जो है उसका मेन वो था।
In Pune Posh case, the decision which has been taken by Juvenile Justice Board has started debate around the law which has been made for juvenile in the country, and now it will be very interesting to see how law will take their own course. With cameraman Praveen Rohit, Parasdama for NDTV 24/7.
And major update in the Fauja Singh case. The Fortuner vehicle that hit Fauja Singh has been identified. The key clues have been found from CCTV footage and broken headlight fragments. Multiple cops and teams are actively searching for the accused, and FIR has been registered. Take a look at this report.
In a world chasing speed and youth, one man at age 114 taught us that endurance has no age limit. Fauja Singh, the world's oldest marathon runner, born in 1911 in a small village in Punjab, Fauja Singh didn't walk until he was 5. He was frail and thin, unlikely to ever be an athlete. Fauja moved to the UK in the 1990s. Life threw him a brutal blow in 1994. The loss of his wife, daughter and a son within months. At 81, many would give up, but Fauja started running. His first marathon at age 89. London, Toronto, New York, he conquered them all. At 100, he completed the Toronto Waterfront Marathon, 42 kilometers at a century.
देखिए जी, ये मेडल देखो ना, क्या मेडल, अभी तो इंग्लैंड में मेडल है, एक थोड़ी है, हजारों मेडल है, देखो कितना है, किस किस की याद करूं मैं। ये महारानी एलिजाबेथ है, इसके घर जाते थे, ये देखो सारे मेडल्स हैं, कौन कौन सा गांव पंजाब में की, दिल्ली में की, इधर देखो सारे।
A devout Sikh, Fauja Singh credited his strength to faith, a vegetarian diet and simplicity.
इस चीज़ बगैर बच नहीं सकता, मेरा शरीर नहीं बच सकता, मेरा शरीर ना ठीक रहिंदा, बिल्कुल मैं थोड़ा खाना हूं ते एक ट्रेनिंग करदा, एक मेरा बड़ा खुश रहन दिया।
Fauja Singh didn't just run marathons, he outran stereotypes, grief and time itself. His spirit was timeless. A dream run brutally cut short by a tragic accident. The turbaned tornado was killed in a hit and run in Jalandhar.
इधर से गाड़ी आ रही थी भोगपुर तरफ से, वो रोड क्रॉस करने लगे, गाड़ी ने जोर से हिट किया उनको। जब बॉडी उनकी ऊपर पहले उछली तो नीचे गाड़ी से हिट होकर जहाँ पर सर गिरी, ये जो ब्लड का स्पॉट बना हुआ है यहाँ पे, सर में ज़्यादा चोट होने के कारण जो डॉक्टर साहब ने उनको एक्सरे वगैरह लिए, स्कैनिंग की उनकी, और उनकी जो पसलियाँ वो टूट चुकी थी, उन्होंने बताया एक्सरे में।
We are collecting the data, CCTV footage from the various spots, and we are analyzing that. I have deputed the various teams under the supervision of SP detective to trace the case. We have collected some physical evidence from the spot also. Some parts have been recovered, and we have sent those parts to the concerned agencies or experts to analyze that. And we will crack this case soon.
As news of the death broke, tributes poured in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called him an exceptional athlete with incredible determination. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, AAP Chief Arvind Kejriwal and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi paid homage to Fauja Singh. In a world chasing material things, Fauja Singh ran for something greater. Hope. Today, the turbaned tornado may have stopped, but his spirit will keep running forever.
And on that note, we are slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching NDTV.